Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to a little bit shorter Pokemon card mail day today. Now with this weekend I had some spare time. I hope everybody has a really good weekend. And there were some cards incoming through the mail today. A couple of topics regarding buying, selling and trading Pokemon cards that I want to touch on that don't really deserve an own episode. They're just really small topics or just like little announcements or changes that I noticed. I keep the best card for the end, and now without further ado, let's dive straight into it. So today we start off with the Morpeko VMAX. I paid between $1 and $2 for it. I think it is a really cool card, and I think this card is a nice addition to the inventory. Moving on to the next card, you see a beautiful full art Gyarados V here from Evolving Skies, and I picked it up for around $10. Now the condition is really great, and I used to collect all the full art cards, but I stopped that. I'm going over to illustration rares, trainer galleries, Galarian galleries, character rares from Cosmic Eclipse as well. So I purchased this in combination with some other cards, and I will try to sell this one again with a 10 to 20% profit usually. It is in great condition, no whitening, no weird things. Centering is decent, as you can see. Yeah, I think around $10 is a really great price for this card, and the future value might surprise you. Moving on to the next card, I picked up some more celebrations last week. I'm glad they finally came in. I noticed that if you have many different cards of a same set, people will more likely buy it and even buy more. I picked this up for $3. I'm gonna try to sell it for $4 as usual. But if you're new on the channel and don't know about that, that's how I roll usually. So I start to get some more orders in after a really rough month. And the effect of that, I use all the money that I have in the hobby and that I get from sales to also purchase new cards for myself, but also to purchase and sell again. So as a result of the sales picking up, I am able to buy more as well. So we have a nice Blastoise, sold one yesterday. And in the meantime, one was still on the way to me, so I have a new one. A beautiful V-Star. Do you think the V-Stars will hold any future value, guys? I know they are pretty common, and this card was going for 50 cents at one point. I tried to sell it for 150 or something like that, because I think 50 cents is severely underpriced. But if this is some gimmick like the tag teams, this is the only card type with a white border. If they don't do anything else in the future sets in 1 to 5 years, yeah, it might become special by itself, by design. So I'm curious to see, and not every V-Star card will perform as well, but I don't mind sitting on them for a longer time. I don't collect them personally, but you never know what's going to happen. And then we have the Danny Trainer Gallery from Brilliant Stars, I believe. I can't see it because I put a green sticker on there. It has a little bit of whitening, unfortunately. And the price of this card has spiked up, and now it's spiked down again. I purchased them usually for $2 a piece, and the price was at one point on Card Market, European Card Market, $4 a piece. So I decided not to sell anymore because I thought, okay, if the price keeps rising. And then after a month or 2 months, I checked the price now again, and it was about $2.50 again. So if you purchased it for $4, well, then you have to sit a little bit longer on it for regaining value. Oh, here we have a really cool card that I'm going to add to my personal collection. So I have a short video on my channel regarding these Pikachus, and someone pointed out to me that there are 2 more variants, or rather 3, that I don't have yet. And he said there is a McDonald's variant, and I looked it up because I didn't know about it, but that is the Confetti Hollow if I'm correct. And I do have the General Mills, the Water Web foil, the Cosmos foil, and then the Shatter foil, Cracked Ice foil. I think I have the regular non-hollow version as well, but I might have sold it already too, because I didn't deem it valuable enough or collectible enough to put it in the binder, but I might have to purchase it back. And now we also have one of the reverse hollow variants. So thank you for pointing that out to me. And I looked for the confetti version, but I could not find it on Card Market, so it might take a while before I'm able to collect that one. In fact, let's actually put this one in the binder right now up here. So there is not really any order anymore in this page. It's just a bunch of Pikachus. Here we have the reverse one, also from a very old short on my channel. I purchased a couple of more of this one. I think I purchased a lot of them for between $6 and $12, and the price on Card Market is now above $20. It is the reverse hollow variant with all the squares. We have a nice PSA10 copy of this card here as well. And yeah, it is pretty different compared to any other Pokemon card. There are more similar reverse holos in this set. So every reverse holo in the Japanese celebrations does have a reverse holo like this. I don't know how to call it, square holo or whatever. Really gorgeous card, have a couple in my personal collection ungraded. The PSA card and some ungraded copies are back up for sale. So I'm trying to sell a little bit into the new upcoming 30th anniversary hype regarding this card. If you have seen my previous videos, you know that I'm collecting celebrations for a long time since its release, trying to make 10, 20, 30% profit on each sale. That means if I sell 3 Blastoises, I can buy 4 back, and then I get to keep 1 and sell the other 3 again, and so on. And if the prices increase, I'm lucky. If the prices decrease a little bit, I'm a little bit unlucky. But my tendency is not to sell anything when the price goes down. I usually try to break even, and if that is not even possible anymore, I'd rather keep it. Next up we have the Pidgeot EX. It dropped a little bit in value. I paid about $3 for it. I would try to get $4 for it. There are a lot of people still out there collecting every 151 Pokemon, so the original first generation Pokemon. So if anyone is interested in a Pidgeot, you can buy it for $4. I purchased it for $3. It is a G-Block card, so it might still be playable in the game as well. I think during World Championships someone used the Pidgeot still too. Great card for a long time in the TCG. Next up we have an Absol. I paid $1. Tried to get 150 or something, because you have to keep in mind that I also paid 40 cents shipping for a Pokemon card usually. So if I get 150 for it, it's just an addition for the inventory and not for making profit. But people do like Absol, and it is upcoming in the new Mega sets, Mega Absol. And this full art version in Obsidian Flames I'm usually selling and buying as well, and maybe one is still on the way now. And then we get to what I am currently trying to collect again. Has been a while now for me, and that is art rares of the Japanese 151 Pokemon card set. I don't know why, in hindsight, that I stopped collecting these cards and also putting them up for buy, sell, trade, but somehow I just stopped doing that, and the prices are getting a little bit lower now of the single cards and then the art rares, and they're getting more difficult to find without scratches. So I'm very lucky if I find them in near mint to mint condition rather. Same goes as for celebrations. I sell 3 of them, I buy 4 back, I keep 1. I'm not really ever taking money out of the Pokemon card hobby, and I talked in 1 or 2 previous episodes that I don't really want to spend new money at this moment either. So here we get some Evolutions cards. I really started to look more for what is popular at the moment. When the selling and buying started to get a little bit out of hand, I was also starting to buy and sell and trade everything that I could get my hands on. But now you see, in the past couple of months that were a little bit down in sales compared to the first quarter of the year. And the second quarter of the year was really great as well, but the third quarter now is not that great for me. But what I also see in my own inventory, I have a lot of cards that are not really collectible. If something is an art rare, it doesn't make it special automatically. You really have to do a lot of research and get a lot of experience in what people want to buy and sell. And if I have 13 copies of a card and people buy 10 and I'm left with 20 and I have to fire sell them to get some of that money back, then you did all the work to get some profit for nothing, because then you have to let go of the other copies of the same card for a lower price. Anyways, let's move on to the Magikarp Evolutions Reverse Holo. 1 tiny print line / scratch, I deem it near mint. Great reverse foil. These cards are moving pretty well for me. And then we have some holographic evolution cards, holo rares, also 1 or 2 print lines, I deem it near mint still. And then we have this really great looking base set Machamp, obviously the reprint from Evolutions. So I was very surprised to see this card in near mint to mint condition as well for a great price, thank you to the seller. We have a reverse holo Gyarados that you don't find that often without scratches. It is a really great condition card. Still hesitating whether to put this up back for sale, because I know the next 3 or 4 copies that I'm gonna buy, they will have some kind of damage, despite the sellers list them as near mint. This was just a pretty honest guy, or woman, or whatsoever. So we have another Blastoise Celebrations here. If I'm able to sell 3 more, but I'm not really selling them at the moment, I see the market price creep up, the trend price creep up from when I purchased it for $12. It is now 13, 14, 15, 16. 17 even, sometimes the trend price and the market price is. So yeah, I purchased this one for 12, I sold one for 15, still doing the 10% discounting on all orders above 50 bucks. So that means you can get it for 13 euros and 50 cents if you spend more than 50 bucks with me, which is I think a really good price, but that's why I also decided not to sell them anymore. I usually sell them one at a time, no larger, more copies listings. I told in previous episodes there are people out there scooping these up left and right and they eat the Blastoise for breakfast. I sold to one person already 40 Venusaurs and 40 Blastoises over a period of 1 month. And he keeps coming back. Hey, I see you have a new one, send it to me. Yeah, pretty interesting. They don't really care about pennies. I'm really interested in seeing the thought process of that person. He's just heavily banking on the fact that this will ever be a $20 to $25 card, maybe more. And spending 1 or 2 euros extra for me to make a small profit, he doesn't mind about it. He knows he gets a nice service, everything delivered quickly. It's pretty interesting to think about. And then we have a Cleffa that was only 50 cents, I believe, and I'm sometimes able to sell this card for 2 bucks, but no one ever purchases only this card. They purchase 10 different celebrations cards in order to finish their collection and complete their collection more quickly. And despite the fact they are able to get this card for probably a buck less somewhere else, they say, hey, just throw it in. And I'm like, okay, that's why I put it online in the end. And then we get this pack of sealed promo cards. These are from the illustration contest 2024. I'm talking about it for a bit, like I feel like it has been a couple of months in a row that I talk about this card and this package. It contains the Toxtricity, Feraligatr and Pikachu. And now unfortunately I've talked about this as well, so sorry for those people that it is repetitive. I opened one of the packages up. I got a lot from Italy, like 4 or something, and they were all damaged. As you can see here on the Pikachu, they have a large dent. Now this one is from another seller and it is perfectly near mint to mint copies. And I sold 3 of the damaged packages already, and this one was just sitting there for a long time. I had it in a plate condition online listed, 6 bucks or 7 bucks. 20 likes on the advertisement, 20 people put it in the watch list, no one pulled the trigger on buying it. So what did I do? I opened the pack and to my surprise on Card Market, this card solely goes in near mint condition obviously for about 18 to 20 bucks now almost. I can get for this card, because it's about 18 bucks, maybe if I'm lucky 10 bucks in plate condition, because there are non-plate condition cards listed currently. So I sold the sealed pack for 7 to 8 bucks, no one wanted it, and now there are also already people that are putting the Pikachu in the watch list, so I'm pretty curious how it will go. I put these cards up for 2 to 3 bucks each, but there might be still a little play for everybody that is still watching. If the sealed pack near mint is now also 20 bucks and this card is also 20 bucks almost, you basically get these 2 for free by buying the sealed packs. And the people that purchase this one like as a single card, they're missing out on some money by buying the sealed pack. But that is just some speculation and something that I found out after doing some research. Maybe the people that want this Pikachu don't really care about the other 2 cards and are missing out on a couple of bucks. Now folks, are you ready? It is finally here, all the way from America. It took about 45 days to arrive. It was stuck in customs for a little bit, like a week. And I finally managed to get my third PSA10 MCRP10 spiky-eared Pichu from the movie Commemoration random packs. I'm really happy with this one. I told the story about the time-traveling Pichu a couple of times as well. If you're interested, it is also on Bulbapedia if I'm correct. And now that I have finally got this one, the third one, I can put it in the frame next to my other 2 PSA10 copies. I have a couple of PSA9 copies as well and a couple of ungraded ones. It's really tough to find near mint on the market. Despite there are 20-30 listed near mint, no single copy is really near mint. They're all damaged. So yeah, I can't wait to show you my entire PSA collection in a few episodes from now. Just whenever I feel like it. I'm also not sure if I already showed this Skyla from Breakpoint. It's a gem mint 10. I expect it will get a PSA 9 unfortunately. So I heavily overpaid for it, about 150 bucks. So it was really tough getting this one from America. I got the letter in the mail. Hey man, you should pay another 70 bucks for the custom fees. I was like, I already spent big on this card and now they charge me another 70 bucks. But yeah, that's the reality. The deal seems better than it is sometimes if you don't take into account these fees. I purchased this one for 150 bucks just from Europe, so there were no hidden additional costs attached to it. Yeah, and in general, it's just a really good looking full art trainer card. I think the centering left to right is a little bit off, as you can see, a little bit thick and thin. And on the bottom, it might have one very small spot of whitening, and that's all. Centering a little bit off, which prevents it from getting the pristine, I believe. And if I were to crack this slab and send it to PSA, it would get the PSA9, so I'd rather keep it in the CGC10. Two of my larger pickups from lately. And with that, I want to end the video. Oh, I have one more thing. If you are selling 151 Pokemon cards, and specifically Japanese, I believe, or Korean or Asian languages on Card Market, a few weeks ago they made an update. Before the update, every single regular card and their Master Ball and Pokeball versions were listed under the same listing category. Now, when I took a look at my 151 cards, I saw surprisingly enough that all the reversed hollows were turned automatically into regular cards. Then I did some research on that as well, and they made other categories for the Master Ball and Pokeball cards. So what happened now, without notification, all your reverse hollows are turned into the regular version in the regular listing, and you have to separately list them under the right category, Pokeball or Master Ball yourself right now. So that's a little bit of work, and it needs a little bit of attention. If you don't know it, you are selling the regular version now to people, while you might have the reversed hollow version. So you really have to delist all the reversed hollows from the regular listing and then add them manually to the respective reverse hollow listing page. That bothered me a little bit, so I wanted to make everybody aware that is still watching to this video. And I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you all have a good weekend. And don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon card content. And I'll catch you all on the next one.